Hello, I'm Samuel Barcarse, and today I'll be demoing assignment 6 from CECS 327. So right in front of me is the Google Cloud platform, and we did the free trial that gives us the $300 in credits. So the first part of the assignment asks us to create a virtual machine instance in Google Cloud platform. I have two here. This was after the assignment was completed, which requires two. But the one that I created during part one is this first instance here. It has the class name section, my name, and my ID here as the name. Mostly default settings. Here's the internal, external IP. And then this is the remote desktop, I guess, platform to connect to it, the virtual machine. And then here we went ahead and configured the Windows password and username so we could log into this virtual machine as well. And its status, it's currently running, so I can go ahead and click that as well. To show that it is up, here's the virtual machine after logging in. It's on the Windows platform. Here's the name for instance one, and just if you want to see, here's instance two as well on the remote desktop connection. They both work as they should. And part of part one was to make sure we were able to set up and create a web server and a HTML page from this. So after running some of the commands in Windows PowerShell to make this web server, we can go ahead and install it from accessing this external IP on the web. So I'll go ahead and just copy and paste it onto the web just to show that it does work. So I'll go ahead and click in the tab, paste this. And as you can see here, we have the web page that we set up from the commands, which is greetings from CECS 327 as exclamation mark with a white page. So as you can see, this web page works as intended. So that completes part one. We have the VMs that has a name, my name, student ID, and the HTML page. And part two asks us to grab the Python program that we created in assignment 5, have two instances of virtual machines in Google Cloud Platform and have them communicate via client server and server and client and vice versa. So I have the second instance here, which I named instance 2. There's separate IPs. So the one that we use to configure the program is going to be the internal IP address. So we have the 10.2 ending here and 10.3 ending as well here. So if I open up those two, I have them both opened up. Instance 1 on the left, instance 2 on the right. And I went ahead and installed Python on each of them and went ahead and pasted the program that I had into each of the file explorers for each one. So we'll go ahead and open up the command prompt. So right now we're in instance 1. I'll go ahead and open the command prompt and we'll go ahead and run the Python program from assignment 5, which is called main.py. And there's that one. And then we'll do the same thing here as well. So we'll go ahead and open up the command prompt. Right. And then we'll do it side by side so you can see. Okay. All right. And one thing to note here is that I went ahead and had to create a firewall rule in each of the virtual machines um to have inbound connections. So I opened up a TCP port. It's going to be port 1. So when we configure each of these programs, it's going to be in port 1. So click this, click enter, and this main PY should start. One sec. There you go. Just to give an example of the rule. So I've done it in both of them. In Windows Defender, we went ahead, Windows Defender Firewall. If we go to advanced settings, and here in inbound rules, went ahead and create a connections rule here with the property that the TCP port is going to be in 1. So it's going to take import 1. So we open up that port for connection. And I'll go ahead and demonstrate the program. So there's this one, and then this one as well. Okay. Okay. So for the left, for instance one, we'll have it act as the server, and then we'll have the right act as the client, and we'll do vice versa after. So From before, we need to first configure the IP addresses. So for the server on instance one, we're going to have to take the internal IP, which is going to be this one right here. It's 10.0.2. So go ahead and click that. And then here we'll copy and paste. And from the inbound rule, we opened up TCP port one. So now we have successfully configured IP and server addresses. And then we can go ahead and start the server side echo. So we'll go ahead and click 3. Now the server side echo has been started. Here, we'll go ahead and configure same IP address of the server and then port one as well. And now we go ahead and act as the client. So here we can see on the left side that we received a connection from the VM on the right side, which has the IP address of 10.128.0.3. And then here we can go ahead and do stuff with this. So it's asked us if we want to send a message, click yes. We can do I am Samuel Barcarse, and it should capitalize the entire prompt. We'll do one more thing. CS networks, and it capitalizes it. So once we click no, it should close that connection on both ends, and it should be good to go. So we'll go ahead and try it vice versa. This time we're gonna grab instance two's IP address, so which ends in 0.3. Um, we'll do the right one as the server side. So let's go ahead and configure it. Remember, it's gonna be TCP port one, and this one's gonna be the server. So we want to start the server. Here we want to configure this one as well, import one, and start it as the client. And we can see as last time on the right side, we have a connection from the left side. So we can go ahead and send a message. I am Samuel. And we can do another one. CECS 327 is here. And it does exactly what we want it to do. Go ahead and quit the programs for each one. And there you go. That it successfully shows communication between the two Windows machines in Google Cloud Platform. And that's the end of the demo.